Colin, this is a tough watch. Just 2 shots on target in the entirety of the match. But Equatorial Guinea will not care.
Oh, they most certainly will not. And it's a bit disappointing for me because, you remember, I talked about Mali, as one of my dark horses to go all the way. And this was a very, very tough loss for them. But, I mean, if you don't score goals in regulation time, you leave yourself open to the possibility of penalties. And for Equatorial Guinea, first time they're making it to the quarterfinal outside of, when they hosted. So, look, I'm not sure they will go much further than that, but I do think that it's a great day for them, and they will be happy with what they've done so far.
Let's take a look, shall we, at the other side of the bracket and how that things set up then for the quarterfinals as this competition continues. It will be then, we know, Burkina Faso against Tunisia. Then on Sunday, Senegal will face Equatorial Guinea. Of course, the big news from Senegal's win against Cape Verde was the injury to Sadio Mane. We saw pictures of him in the hospital after the game. What's the latest there, Colin?
Oh, well, he's under 48-hour observation from what I gather from a member of the medical team, because it's part of the concussion protocol. So, the first 48 hours was today. So by tomorrow, they'll have a better idea of where he's going to be or whether he's going to take part in that game or not. But, like I said the other day, I think it was reckless to allow him continue after that clash of heads. He should have been taken off immediately. And the fact that he wasn't is a serious flaw and failure on the part of the medical protocols at CAF. I'm not a medical person, but I just think that after that clash of heads, Sadio Mane should have been taken off and not led on to play.
I think many fancy Senegal to beat Cape Verde by a bigger margin, Jules. Obviously, they got it done. They'll be looking to put in an improved performance in this quarter-final.
Yeah, and we've been waiting for it. Really, they've been very average in the way they play. The lack of creativity, the lack of goals. We were talking about the lack of goals earlier from Egypt. They've got a similar issue. Even if they scored 2 in this last 16 round, one was really late. They played against a team with red cards as well. So we expected more from them. I have to say, I'm not convinced by that midfield. I'm not convinced by the formation. It relies far too much on Sadio Mane on his own, and I think they need to try. Aliou Cisses has to try something a bit different now. I was hoping to see it in that game in the last 16 against Cape Verde. It was not the case. Even if Gay played slightly higher than the usual midfield 3 that we've seen so far. But I think something has to change, because as we saw, Equatorial Guinea will defend really well. They're so well drilled, so well organized and structured, and they fight for each other, they play for each other. It's not going to be easy to break them down. So Senegal would really need some inspiration somewhere, find a way. Otherwise, it would be a scenario that we know already. It will be 0-0, and then we go to extra time, and then anything can happen, and even more if it's penalties.
Great stuff, guys. Colin's internet survived the segment. Very, very good. Thank you very much, Colin. Just a reminder. Yeah, it's always Shaka's fault. Just ask Mrs. Hislop. Just to remind you then of the quarterfinals of the weekend. It will be Gambia against Cameroon on Saturday, followed by Burkina Faso against Tunisia, and then on Sunday, Egypt, Morocco, and Senegal against Equatorial Guinea.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.